let's get something done. I've seen Deluxe Man's video saying he's not going to watch it. JD, I believe JD NYC 206, unless it's JD NY 206. I can't remember. I just remember him as JD. Someone said I have a similar style and attitude as him. Thank you for the compliment. It's an honor to be considered similar to someone that knows his stuff. I'm okay as a reviewer. I'm not like the be-all, end-all. And it's an honor to be considered somewhat like somebody else. Wasn't like I was looking for the style. It just came out that way. This is just how I am. But I believe he's going to be doing it. He makes sure he does his business. He'll probably see it later in the day, and then that night he'll do a review of it. Honestly, I am not considering it. I got to go to physical therapy. I go Wednesdays and Fridays. Actually, this is probably my last week I'll be doing Fridays because I'm switching to Tuesdays because the person who does the physical therapy is moving to Tuesdays and anybody else who does it doesn't understand me. So I will be moving now to Tuesdays and Wednesdays instead of the Wednesdays and Fridays. Ugh, that's going to be a hard one. I got to get used to that. But essentially, I have no interest in watching Crown Jewel or doing a review. You guys want me to do it? Tell me below. Tell me to do the review. Tell me, please, when you finish with physical therapy, we don't care, even if it's later in the night or the next day, just do it. We want to hear your point of view. Just someone tell me if you want me to do it. Then I'll have a reason to do it. Because honestly, before Crown Jewel, when it came to Evolution, it was a piece of shit. It was shit. That pissed the living crap out of me. If you've seen my review, you know how I felt. The women deserved better. They didn't get it. They got disrespected. It was a joke. So you guys tell me what you want. So let's get into this review. Was this a good show? No. Honestly, SmackDown Live can be a hit or miss compared to Raw where there's nothing but misses. In this case, it felt like a miss. I really was not very interested in SmackDown Live at all. Now, we had, look, we know that John Cena is not going. That's why Bobby Lashley replaced him, and they did it in such a lame way. Now it comes to Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. They decided, you know what? Let's just have the match now. Let's get it over with. Which I felt was the most dumbest thing you could do. Because essentially, you know they're going to have another match at Crown Jewel. This just felt like a waste of time. Yes, the Georgia crowd was hot for AJ, and they were semi-hot for Daniel. There's no lie about that. And the match wasn't 100% garbage. It was okay. It was good. But knowing that we're going to have a repeat, if I was going to watch Crown Jewel, I'm going like, this is just waste. They could have just had an attack. Or better yet, what should have happened with John Cena could have happened with Daniel Bryan. That he said, simply, I had an issue. I'm not able to go. Let someone else do it. And then Samoa Joe attacked. And then that would have made more better sense. Well, let me back up a little bit. When the match was over and it was AJ who won, I was, alright, yeah, it wasn't a bad match. AJ did a good job. Daniel Bryan did a good job. It wasn't the greatest match they ever had. It was a good match. Once you saw Samoa Joe come out, destroy them both, it just felt 100% empty. You know why? Super Showdown is when Samoa Joe should have won. But he didn't. So you would expect Samoa Joe to come back and just be totally aggressive, totally destructive. And he was here. But here's the problem. The only reason he's getting this shot now is because Daniel Bryan does not want to go to Crown Jewel. And that makes you wonder, will they finally pull the freaking trigger on a Samoa Joe? Because Samoa Joe should have been away for a month or near a month before Survivor Series. Then this would have been interesting. Because before Survivor Series, you could have the match between him and Samoa Joe. And I'm talking about AJ. Or you could have it now. which I don't think is the wisest thing to do for a Samoa Joe, because I just don't see him winning that freaking title. If this was another show with another situation and there was no Super Showdown, then I would think this would be the best time to give the title Samoa Joe. But as it stands, this is bullshit. I just don't care. I don't care. I should care about Samoa Joe. Particularly, he cut a great promo, which means nothing. I will be shocked if they actually gave him the title coming out of Crown Jewel and going into Survivor Series. I'm just being honest. Now, Becky Lynch did a good promo leading up to her saying that she's going up against Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series. Now, I heard about this. I think it was either the Lex Men or JD, or both of them actually. I watched both the videos and they both stated the same way. They both said that Becky's going to go up against Ronda Rousey. Okay. And now what? Look, I'm interested in seeing Ronda Rousey go up against Becky Lynch. Particularly if, let's make it straight. As long as Charlotte doesn't try to do anything before then and they insert her into the match, I'm interested in this. But I'm being honest here. I do not believe Charlotte is done yet. I don't. They have 3 weeks before Survivor Series, and I do not buy Charlotte not being interjected into the match. I'll be shocked if they don't. Because I just don't see them just going away from Charlotte that easily. I just don't. But I can still be wrong. You guys tell me below. Now, what was it called? I really didn't care that much about this match between New Day and, oh yeah, it was what's it called again? I don't know, Thanksgiving Street Fight, whatever. Honestly, I didn't care. But I did care about one thing. What in the blue hell did Xavier Woods do to himself? Look, Xavier Woods wasn't the most handsome looking guy. But at least he looked different with his hair the way he had it and the beard. He just shaved all that mess off and cut his hair short. And now he looks like an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't like calling people idiots. Not unless it piss my ass off. And they act foolish. They act like they don't understand what they're doing. That they're not willing to listen. They're not willing to learn. It's very rare I call a person an idiot. Actually, I think I did that on the train one time with some guy who was so freaking drunk. He didn't want to listen to anybody. I called him an idiot. He got so mad. He said, no one calls me an idiot. Not even my kids call me an idiot. And I was just mad. The guy was spilling beer everywhere. But anyway, Xavier Woods cutting off his beard and his hair, which was basically a signature thing for him. Not only for the WWE, but for his channel, Up, Up, Down, Down. He actually became more credible having long hair and a beard. I think he did. He looked more mature. Like someone who is a professional gamer. Now he looks really like an idiot. I could be wrong. You guys tell me below if you think that's wise or not. I know one of my subscribers is going to say that I don't care. He's shit. I know. I know. I know. Now, I know you're going to vent. When you see this video, you're going to say, I'm glad that piece of shit cut his hair because now he looks even more stupid than he is. I understand. Remember, kind of like with Jinder Mahal, breathe in and breathe out. You don't need to do Shanti. Just remember, breathe when you write your fingers are down. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just joking. But he just looked bad, honestly. Now, I don't even care about who won. Honestly, doesn't matter. Let's see here. Here's something that really upsets me. That should have gone another way. Shinsuke Nakamura versus R-Truth. You know what? And I know people are going to say, what? Yes. What I felt when I saw Shinsuke Nakamura versus R-Truth. One thing. I thought, give R-Truth the U.S. title and allow Carmella to maintain her position with him after the mixed match challenge is over. I really believe R-Truth is over. I really believe, yes, and I know Carmella cannot rap and she cannot sing. Yeah, she got a tight butt with that black tight pants and stuff. And I know a lot of people staring at her butt that were in the audience, male and female alike. But in the end, they actually work very well together. And I truly believe that giving R-Truth the US title would have been actually the wisest thing to do. Yes, I know this was a non-title match, but he could have won it. And then Shinsuke Nakamura could add something for Crown Jewel, so when he dropped the damn thing, it would have made sense. When was the last time you saw Shinsuke Nakamura do anything? He has done nothing. Nothing. I just felt like this will help Shinsuke in some way. He may have the US title. He's getting extra pay because of the position, I believe. I could be wrong. But what is he gaining? The guy has pride in his work. What is he doing as the US champ? They keep him off TV. And if he's not going to Superstars or Main Event to use that title, what is he doing? Unless he's hurt, then I understand. But if he's doing nothing, give the title to R-Truth. The guy is over. He's hot. Ugh. And Mela does look nice with that tight pants. Yeah, she does. Now, let's see. Am I forgetting anything here? I don't even remember most of this stuff. Let's go to the end. And that is a tag team match between the faces and the heels of the World Cup. Randy and Miz versus Jeff and Ray. Which it seems that now Jeff has finally finished up his time with his probation, and now he can go international again. That's the only reason he's going to Crown Jewel, because of his felony has finally ended. His probation is finally ended. Now he can travel abroad, because he couldn't do it before. There was no way he could travel abroad. So what does this actually mean? This was only for one person, to allow Orton to get over. Yes, Ray looked great. The Miz looked like The Miz. Jeff looked like Jeff. But when it was all said and done, and it was the faces who won, it was Randy Orton nailing them all to the wall. I think Randy nails them to the wall. Maybe that might be the best way to say this. Look, it looks like Randy Orton will be the one that's going to win Crown Jewel's World Cup. But it could also be, well, I know The Miz is not going to do it. I know Jeff is not going to do it. It could be Ray. If it's not, well, now I'll give it to you like this, because there's a good chance I'm not watching this pay-per-view. It's going to probably come down to Ray versus Randy Orton. Excuse me. It's going to be one of the two. It's going to be one of the two. There's no way it's going to be Jeff and Randy Orton or The Miz with Ray. It's going to be Ray versus Randy Orton. That makes the best sense. A small guy versus a big guy. I really feel like they'll have a good dynamic with that. And the question is going to be who wins. I truly believe it's going to be Randy. But I could still be wrong, and it could still be Ray. And they may actually have a fight after that, which could lead into Survivor Series. But this is just me. I don't know. But also, it makes you wonder, and this is also I need to remember. We need to remember that Shane had his little talk with these four and pretty much said if the person who faces the Raw side loses and we lose again going into Survivor Series, something, you're gone. So whoever loses a Crown Jewel, if they don't win against Raw in the World Cup, I'm sorry. I kind of messed up when it came to Ray and Randy Orton. I'm sorry. I forgot. You see, I don't care about the Crown Jewel. I'm going to have to make sure I remind myself while I'm talking, saying, don't worry, he's going to remember. He's going to remember. And then here he goes. Told you. But anyway, if this goes down, if SmackDown doesn't win Crown Jewel to the World Cup, they're going to Raw. Let's just hope it's not Randy Orton because he's the most entertaining right now. As it stands, was this a good SmackDown? Nah. It was just average. Below average, actually. Below average. Actually, let's be honest. It's below average. They missed. Am I going to see Crown Jewel? No. Unless someone really wants me to watch it. Do I care what's going to happen after the Crown Jewel? No. Not unless they give me something good. Because as I'm talking right now, the 30th, my interest in Survivor Series is 0. I don't think it's going to be a good show. I don't care. And I don't like that. So they got 3 weeks to make me interested in Survivor Series. That's just me. You guys tell me below. Have a good day.